Hello, my name is Carlos Soto. I'm from Brookhaven National Laboratory, and today I'm presenting our poster titled Applying Natural Language Processing Techniques on the Scientific Literature to Accelerate Drug Discovery for COVID-19. The purpose of this work is to develop new tools for researchers to more efficiently query and filter the scientific literature related to COVID-19 and ultimately other research topics and domains as well. One of the challenges faced by many scientific fields is growing publication rates which overwhelm researchers' abilities to keep up with the literature. Traditional keyword-based search and reference crawling techniques have certainly helped scientists navigate the plethora of new and old papers related to their work, but these approaches can be limiting in their rigidity. Newer approaches based on natural language processing can go further, capturing context and meaning. Our work is in developing and deploying these methods to provide new search and filtering tools to researchers seeking insights from the literature to guide their own experiments, analysis, and interpretations. The scientific literature is particularly important for research groups investigating novel COVID drug candidates with in silico drug discovery techniques, as they are effectively searching for a proverbial needle in a haystack, and so guidance from published works to accelerate their search is especially critical. Among the types of questions important to these modeling efforts, for which the literature may yield answers, are questions about the oligomeric states of structural and non-structural proteins, post-translational modifications, and small molecule binding to different viral proteins. To begin answering these and other questions, we began our work by compiling a literature dataset of full-text scientific articles related to COVID-19. We compiled these from publishers including Elsevier, Science, Springer Nature, PubMed Central, and the Royal Society of Chemistry. We used prior publisher agreements to compile this corpus, and as a result, we cannot presently make our dataset publicly available. However, more recently, a similar effort by Allen AI has produced a similar but publicly accessible dataset called COVID-19, so we have begun to periodically synchronize our dataset with theirs. Our dataset currently contains about 40,000 articles and is currently growing at a rate of about 1,000 articles per week. So with the dataset in place and growing steadily, we decided to develop our NLP techniques in a tiered approach so as to allow for rapid development of techniques that are of immediate value to the researchers, while also supporting development of more sophisticated methods that will take longer to implement. We created and followed a standardized pipeline for our model development and integration, which begins with domain tuning of a model to the literature of interest, collecting training data, task-specific model tuning, and finally integrating the model into a user-facing service which optionally may include external resources. One important aspect of our pipeline is that it supports semi-automated training data collection to bootstrap the more costly manual annotations needed for performant NLP models. We began with a baseline method using embedding expanded search, which we built using the word-to-vec model for generating word embeddings from query terms. This method allows us to identify terms that appear in statistically similar ways across the corpus, and thus automatically identify synonyms and other related terms. Although the word-to-vec model is relatively simple compared to more recent methods such as transformer models, it still demonstrates immediate value by identifying related terms that may be overlooked in keyword-only search. For example, in the early stages of the current pandemic, 3CL was the term most commonly used for the main coronavirus protease, whereas later, Impro became the standard name used. Without being explicitly told, the model correctly identified the term substitution. One way of thinking of this approach is searching for concepts rather than searching for keywords. To enrich the search results, we incorporated functionality from external sources, including searching for related chemicals, powered by PubChem, automatic annotation of known entities in text snippets, powered by ontologies from Kebi and Wikidata, and regular article search, powered by PubMed Central. With the baseline methods deployed, we continued our work in several directions applying NLP and AI methods. The first of these is sentence classification, which supports contextual filtering for predefined topics. It is built on top of a transformer-type BioBERT base model and can be run offline to generate curated snippets of the latest articles for users to review. Second is text inference, which begins with similar base models, but these are trained for text similarity using sentence embeddings, and fine-tuned for natural language inference using the MED-NLI and SciTail-NLI datasets. This produces candidate answers to queries, which can be used directly or be used to train a fuller question answering system. We are exploring both of these options. Finally, we are also working on neural fingerprinting for chemicals to support searching for functionally similar compounds. To do this, we use a model trained to predict binding affinity, from which we extract an embedding representation for an input chemical SMILE string. We can then use this embedding space to determine molecular similarity using the Tanimoto algorithm. Altogether, we believe these NLP techniques can deliver more comprehensive and targeted literature search results, and that this work extends readily beyond COVID-19 and beyond molecular biology to other sciences as well. Our work continues with further model training and data annotation, as well as integration of our tools and external resources in a unified platform for user queries, filtering, and annotation. At present, this platform is only accessible by users within the United States Department of Energy National Labs, due again to publisher agreements, but we are working to extend this access and are looking for new external users. Please contact us if you are interested. Thank you.